Okay, good morning. So today we will discuss about object in Java. So previous classes we discussed about what is the class, right? Let me go to let me recap this one. So in the object oriented program we are discussing class. Class is one blueprint. After that, what is the behavior, what is the function, what is the method, and this is the concrete class. After that, types of class: concrete class, abstract class, final class, static nested class, and inner class. So this is nothing but concrete class. So I took class name as a bike. After that I wrote one simple method, bike running. This is nothing but concrete class. Concrete nothing but full body. After that, abstract class. If you add abstract keyword before the class, then it became abstract class, and abstract class contains abstract methods. After that, final keyword. Final class. Final class nothing but if you add final keyword before the class, then it will call as simple final class. Then we cannot access in this class into another class, even though it is same package. After that, inner classes. Inner class is nothing but the class we have to declare inside the class. The inner class is the Java. It is the defines the inside of the another class. See here, one is the outer class, one is the inner class. Okay, I wrote for your understanding outer class and inner class, but in the future the classes name will be changed. Okay, in the place of outer class they will take some demo. Inner classes they will take sample. But we have to understand it is a inner classes, that too also static and non-static. It is a non-static class. Why? Because of I didn't declare any static keyword before the class. So uses of uses of inner classes means logical grouping, encapsulation, access outside of the classes of members, better core reusability, and anonymous inner classes for the short logic. These are all the uses for the inner classes. After that, static nested class. Nothing but if you declare the static keyword before the inner class, it will called static nested class. We have to create the object outer class dot inner class at reference variable equal to new keyword outer class dot inner class. This is the thing. We have to create the object for the inner classes, that too also static nested class. After that, non-static inner class. Non-static inner class nothing but like if you not declare static keyword before the inner classes, we call non-static inner class. See here, here in the inner class I didn't declare any static keyword, then it became non-static keyword. Then we have to create the object for the outer class. After that, with the reference variable of object O, object dot instance variable, our inner class is the one non-static. That's why object dot new non-static inner class, that is nothing but inner. This one we are calling, then the members will come to the I, it is a reference variable, and outer dot inner, this is the type of this reference variable. After that, with the reference variable we are calling the non-static inner class. So see here, show is the one method, so it will print on the console inside the inner classes. So create reference variable. Okay, today I will tell what is the reference variable. Okay, so this is the today topic. In this only I will explain what is the how to create the object for the class. Okay, what is the constructor, what is reference variable, what is the reference variable, and what is the new keyword, I will explain in this class. Okay, today our topic is object. Before telling the object, let me write first. Okay, see here, object in a Java, it's a real-time instance, okay, of a class. So what is meant by class? Class is one blueprint. Like with the blueprint only, we can't build one house. Suppose Suppose, see here, suppose I have this one. What is this? This is we called class. Nothing but class is nothing but a blueprint. Okay, with the blueprint we can't create house. Based on the reference, based on this reference only we have to create that one. That reference is nothing but object, right? It will give the class is nothing but blueprint of the thing, but object is the real instance. That only here mentioned. In object is in a Java, it's a real instance of a class. Class is one blueprint. Based on the blueprint, we are creating the real objects, real instance. Real instance means variables and methods. Created, when it will create at a runtime. We have two things. What is that? If you want I would say I need output. Then what are the things involved? First I have to code, I have to compile this code. Then what it will generate? This is .java class, right? See here, loop demo .java class. Whenever you compile, then it will generate bytecode available. Bytecode nothing but we cannot understand. Humans cannot understand. Only machine can understand. That is zeros, ones, zeros. We have to object for the class, right? Then all members will come to, okay, what is my reflector? Suppose how to create the object we know with the new keyword. That only you are telling here. Using the new keyword. We know keywords, right? See here. Okay, it's not here. Let me write one in this method. Okay, it's loading slowly. See here. Create new object. Just hit enter. With the okay, see here, it is asking type reference variable equal to new keyword. I am telling new keyword. New is one keyword for creating objects. So object is a real instance of the class created at the runtime by using new keyword. So here with the new keyword only we have to create the object for the class. Suppose class, after that class. Okay, this is called object creation. Okay, let me write one simple thing, then you can understand better. Suppose class demo closed line. Okay. Okay, see here. So this is actually syntax. This is actually class. Okay, we write like this. So in the demo, let me write simple public static void main. Copy this one. Write one. Hello world, semicolon. Now this is the simple hello world program, right? Class name, main method, open and close one statement and close the class. Now let me take one take one instance variable. Integer a is equal to some data, because of Okay, because of we didn't mention static keyword. We know this all these basics, right? This is it is now it is a static variable. If you remove this static before the object with the new keyword, okay, listen this one carefully. I am creating object for class. What is here my class name? Demo. With the new keyword, I am creating one, this one, object. This is, see here, I'm writing object creation for the class and now reference variable. That is also reference variable. Okay, com is my reference variable. And what is after? Class. Class name. What I have to write to my class name here? Demo is my class name. Save this one. Okay, not save this, yes, notepad. Okay. So this is the object creating. This is the object creating. Okay. Now what will happen here? Whenever we create the object, it will store in the heap memory. Any piece of code, this one, it must and should store somewhere. Okay. In the Java, objects will store in the heap memory. Okay, we have heap memory. Take right. Okay, in the heap memory, what will available? Okay, it's loading. In the heap memory only our objects will load. This one, this is object. Class name reference variable equal to new keyword. This is called object. It will store in the heap memory. Okay, objects will store in the heap memory. Now what I did, I created one class. After that I took one non-static variable, main method, one statement. After that I created object, okay, for my class. It will store in the heap memory. These are all the points. Now we know. So what it does? Com is one reference variable. What it does, it means, see here. So suppose let me tell one thing first. So okay, let me go to the first notepad, then let me copy this one, let me go this one, let me paste this one here. Okay, now what we have, this is the heap memory. In the heap memory, what is here? My object. Com is my object, right? Com is object. So where is here com? This one. Okay, let me go to the different color. So com, this is whole object creation. Okay, com is reference variable. Okay, let me go to the, let me write com only. Let's com. See here. Now what it does? So it in the heap memory. So com, it will store in the one more memory we have, that is stack memory. Let me take this one. In the stack memory, what it will store? Object. What is here object? Com. That's why I wrote in the different color. Let me write this one. Com. Com is one reference variable, right? Now this is the object created in the heap memory. Now what will happen here? Whenever we are calling com dot any object, then it will refer to the heap memory. In the heap memory, what available? This members available. Then it will check and it will print on the console. Let me write this one only. Here, first I will write here. So this is, we know, object creation for the class. Now what is here com? Com is one reference variable. Then what we are doing? Com dot a. Okay. In the heap memory, object will store, right? Everything has a memory. Like suppose in our daily using mobiles also some type of memory, RAM, ROM. Whatever the data might be, image, videos, all will store in the particular memory. Like that only in our computer also, like if you create anything, it will store something. It should be stored, right? Where it will store means, if you create the object, it will store in the heap memory. And reference variable for this separate memory, that is called stack memory. Whenever we are doing this action com.a, then what it does, it will call to the heap memory, and whatever the memories is there, it will go and it will print. It will print on the console 23. Up to now we know, right? Up to now with this, I think we know this type. What is this? This subject up to now we know. Like we are calling non-static variable with reference variable, right? Let me go to first definitions. So, okay, please go on mute. An object is an instance of the class. It is a real-time entity, right? It's a real-time entity, not a blueprint. Class is a blueprint. So, we are creating one blueprint, we are calling class. With that blueprint only, we are creating real-time, real entity. Entity means one living one, one thing, anything, like house. House is one entity. Okay, it's not a living entity but entity. It's a non-living entity, like nothing but object. After that, we can create n number of object to a class. What does this means? Suppose I created one object for one class. Second thing, we can create n number of object. What does that means? Copy this one, com CO2. Then it is the different memory allocation. Okay, memory address is different. We are creating also same here, creating object, it will store in the memory, but address is different. Why? Because of same class but reference variable different. Here com is one reference variable, com2 is one reference variable, then address is different, nothing but hash code. Okay, this is we call hash code. Hash code, it will give the code of this already I created, right? Okay, this is, let me write. See here, it is showing the duplicate. Why? Because of two reference variables are same reference variable and pointing out to, okay, let me write, paint one more time. Okay, now I created high, like in that what available? Variable available. Like some, okay, object available in the heap memory. Let me write H. In the heap memory what available? High. Okay, in the, let me write nicely. So this is, let me write, this is a okay, let me write, we have this variable, right? The members available in this is available. You created one reference variable high and it is, okay, this is the different thing. We copy this one. Let me write here only non instance variable. It's in the above the method but in the class. Okay, now it gave the different thing. Now what it does? High. So it is a class. What is this class? Looping demo, right? Actually internally will happen. This one. So this is a, okay, let me write, okay, let me write the, let me show in the Eclipse only. See here, loop demo, I took one class. In that non-static variable, main method, I created object for the class and one reference variable. Reference variable, what it refers? The address of the object, right? So this is a class. In that memory, in that member available, whenever you called high.object, then it will refer to the address. What it address? It gave some one address. loop demo 16. Okay, let me put this one comment. Save, it will give one hash code address. And it is not a real time address, just copy this one. Right. Assume it is a one, in general words, assume it is a one house number. Okay. It is a house number of, it is a house number of class, loop demo class. In the, it is a house number, it is a house of name, these are all the members, nothing but assume it is a persons. Understood? So whenever you are calling reference variable dot one non-static method, it will go to the address. In the address, it will check the class. In the class, members available, and then it will print on the console based on the reference variable. High is the reference variable, hash code of reference variable high. Okay, understood, right? High is the one reference variable. It refers the object address. Okay, object address. Then internally execution will go to the address. It will check the class and it will go to the member. In the member, we have 23 available. It will print on the console, right? let me write like that only. Hash code, okay, see here, hi dot hash code. After that we are printing hi dot, what is here, a integer from the loop demo. Just put in the, I want to print that one, put in the system.out.println statement, copy this and save this one, and it will come on the console hash code and 23 coming from this one integer. We are calling, this is a non-static variable. Why? Because of no static keyword. We know this thing. So this is the how it is come, because of this one. So we are calling this non-static variable with the using reference variable. Reference variable, what it does, it will go to the address, and the address members available, and it will print on the console 23, and the address of this object is 1101282726 for this one. So what is another point here? We can create n number of object. Whenever you create the another object to the same class, see here, loop demo is my class. I created object with the new keyword and one constructor. I can create n number of objects. This is called object creation, right? This is object creation. Now we can create n number of objects. N number of object means we can create like hundreds of objects to the class. This is first one. This is second one. First code. First reference variable hash code, right? Concatenate symbol. Save this one. Let me run this one. See here, okay. Let me put this one to this one, okay. So 17th line printed on the console. First reference variable hash code is 156255736. Now after that 18th line printed object dot reference variable 23 printed. Now see, I created one more object. This is also object create second time for same class. Object creating for the same class. What is here same class? Loop demo. Now I want to print the hash code of that one, second one. Let me copy this one, paste this one, not first code and object. Now let me run this code. See here, second reference variable hash code is different, address is different. First hash code is different, nothing but this one. Whenever you create one more high, what is my different one? Second reference variable is high. It has different hash code. What is that hash code? This one, 3056623748, like that. If you create n number of object for the same class, but in the memory it will allocate a different address, right? This high for the same class, one address, high, same reference variable but different address. It will, who will manage this, all these things? Who will manage? JVM, right? This managed by JVM, nothing but Java chip, and it will manage garbage collection also. Object, the data will take care by this JVM. Okay, this is all internally will happen. We are creating class, creating non-static object, main method. In the main method, I created object for the class, class. Then one reference variable hi. You can take anything, not only hi. You can take like com, com, otherwise hello, sc. You can take any reference variable name. It's a user defined. We can take anything. Now then what will happen? In the memory, JVM will allocate different memory address. Whenever we are calling address, why? Hi is the address. Address dot reference variable. The reference variable available in the class. Then we are printing. This is the execution flow of object. Clear? Let me go to the remaining points. Java. In Java has automatically memory management. Right? In the Java, what is the memory management? This one. Creating the objects and garbage collection and printing where we have to allocate these memories. Okay, we have the stack memory, this one. We have the stack memory, heap memory, like to the object where memory should allocated, to the reference variable where memory should allocated. All these things take care by Java. Java has automatic memory management like heap memory, stack memory. Java will take care of that. Simply we can tell who will allocate this memory means we can simply say Java. They will ask where object will store in the memory means we have to say heap memory. Where reference variable will store in the object means we have to say stack memory. And they will ask explain about that them means you have to tell reference variable will store in the stack memory. Whenever we call it will go to the heap memory. Data available it will print on the console. That is the execution of code of this one. Internally what will happen in a Java? Internally execution will happen execution will happen what we say transition nothing but variables will transform one place to another place like variables. Suppose here if you give the data arguments, it will go to the parameters argument, parameters, it will calculate the data and done the operation and it will give the result. Like that only in the Java variables will transfer. That is the definition, right? Variables means it is a storing the data and it will transfer the data based on the situation. See here, variable in a Java it is a one container. Variables in a Java, it is a one container, it will hold the data and execution will program. Okay, see here, it will change during the execution. Execution means the values will be transferred, right? How it will transfer? Like this, it will hold the data, it will assign some variable, it will done some operation, it will print on the console. That's the thing. We go back to the object. Inner classes, static, non-static and object. Okay, every object is the memory okay, see here, every object nothing but reference variable. Every object memory is different, completely different, like this one, completely different, right? Here we have different address and Another reference have different address. See here. See here. This is different address. This is different address. Not same. Unique. Unique. Both are the unique values. Unique means different. Memory allocation at the runtime. Okay. When the new is used, new keyword is used. After that, to create an object Java, you have to use the new keyword for the creating objects. Okay. JVM destroy the objects using the process called garbage collection. Okay. In the Java only, Java virtual machine available. It will take care this garbage collection, all this. Garbage collection collector runs in the background of the cleans up the unused objects. So we are not using like suppose we have the two objects high and I think H1 HI and H double I. If you are using only one thing only, we are not using this one. See here, it is showing the warning. We are not using, then JVM will take care this one. By using background, it will clean up the unused objects. Who will does this? JVM. JVM will take care this one. Okay. This is the syntax of the object creation. We know class name, object name, otherwise reference variable, new keyword, class name. That is nothing but this one. Class name, reference variable equal to new keyword and class name. Clear? Now reference variable also done. In a Java, reference variable that refers the object stored in the memory address. Nothing but reference. It's a natural, actually it's a not actual object itself, it is a reference variable. What is your reference variable? Suppose here, this is my object creation. Let me copy this one. Let me explain this one first. Okay, let me okay, this is the object creation. In the object creation, what it does with the new keyword only, it will in the heap memory it will store. Suppose, observe carefully, class name, reference variable equal to new keyword and another class name. Let me write for you. Based on this only, I will explain constructors. Slowly, I will explain now concept of constructor. Okay, right here dash class name rechanged. Okay, see here, class name, reference variable equal to new keyword and one class name. Let me remove this one. Okay, it's a pass. Okay, let me explain again. New keyword to new keyword. I am teaching important point. This is my object creation for the class. Object create class. I will remove first class name. I will remove new keyword. This is called class name. This is called class name and reference variable. Class name and reference variable. In the future you can see integer variable declaration. Clear? Where we are using this one? In the methods. In the methods we are seeing, suppose method, let me write get book method. In the get book method I have to give the parameters. I will take integer here is a parameter. Then argument we have to give in the object dot our get book method. We have to give argument. Suppose I will give 20. In the parameter, this 20 argument will go to the parameter. It will enter into the block. It will perform some action. It might be A plus, B plus, something. They will give some action. Right? This thing we know. In the, I am explaining at the time of methods, I explained this one. Passing the arguments to the parameter, it will enter into the block. In the A variable, A, B, something. So it will give, instead of primitive data types, what I will give? I will give directly class name reference variable. Observe this one, very, very important point. In the place of primitive data type, nothing but parameter, I am passing class name and reference variable. This is also valid in the Java. Then we don't do this non-static. Again, we have to write one type, primitive data, right? Type. It might be class type, anything. The method is returning something. We have to use the equal to symbol. We have to put in one variable and we have to declare one any type. It might be class type, it might be primitive type. What is the primitive types? We know. Where? Scanner classes. I think it's not there here. Scanner classes. In the scanner classes already we saw this type of thing. We imported scanner class from the java.util package and see here we created one reference variable for the predefined class. From the reference variable we called non-static method. In non-static method we are giving the input from the keyboard Mahesh. That is the result will store. I want to store in one variable. I took one equal to symbol. I assigned to name. That data type is string. That what I explained here. All right. Non-static method with the reference variable. Something, if it is a scanner means I can give name. This Mahesh will go into this method, next line method. Okay, the Mahesh will come here. It will perform some action. It will returning result. In the result, which will store? Mahesh will store. Mahesh will store. Then we are calling that one. We are storing in the name. Which type of Mahesh means? It's a sequence of characters. That is string. We are printing that one. This is also comes under object. Okay, that is nothing but reference variable. A reference variable in Java, it holds the memory address. It will refer to the object. What is object? If you give the data from the keyboard, we can take like that only. It will refers to the this one, heap memory. In the heap memory, members available. After that, so okay, this is also one more advanced point. If you if two variables pointing to the same memory address, they will referring to the same address. How? Suppose here we have two different address. Hi, HI. HI has different address. HII has different address. We want to make it one. Suppose if you call the hi dot some reference variable, it will point out to same address. If you call the hi dot some reference variable, instead of calling this one, we can call same address. It is also valid by changing the addresses. Like how? Suppose here input. If you give input equal to, again input, this is the thing. We are registering. Suppose okay, here only one reference. See here, one reference variable name as HI, another reference variable is HII. Is it okay, right? Otherwise, can I change this one? Okay, let me change hi instead of com. Then what it does, it will point out to same address. Then you can happily access with same members with the different objects. Then you can print hi dot a, it will print 26. Again com dot hi, it will print 26. Because of this one. Object equal to object. Reference is equal to reference. Then it will point it out to same address. Reference variable point out to same address. Another second reference will point out to same address. Then it has the same address. But generally we have two addresses. Com has different address, hi has different address. By using this one, hi is equal to com, then address will be same. That is the point. So if if two variables point out to the same memory address, they are referring the same object. That is the meaning of this point. After that, okay, this is simple code actually. Class, okay, let me write in the notepad. It's a object creation is a important in the Java. That's why I'm taking time to explain shortly. See here, car is one class. In the class we have the members. What is here members? We have the string variables. It is one it is one member. Red is one string variable. Red is one data put it in the quotations. Color is one variable. Type is string. Same as Honda City. It's a one data. In the string they wrote in the double quotes they wrote model is the variable, string is data type. This is the members in the car class. These two are the members. After that I created main method, public static void main it's in the class. Actually it's a class. In the main class one method is there, public static void main. After that I created object for the class. What is here class? Car. Car is class. With the new keyword, this is my reference variable. Object created, stored in the heap memory. So this one, object is created in the object, whenever you create the object, it will stored in the heap memory. Okay, object also erasing. Let me write like this. Okay. Okay, so object created for class, it will stored in the heap memory. Where is your heap memory? This one. In the heap memory it is stored. After that, my car is the reference variable. See here, my car is the reference variable. With the reference variable we are calling the non-static objects. Then it will non-static object. With the non-static object we are calling the reference variable. It will point out to address and it will print on the console. This is the simple execution flow of reference variable. So accessing the real data. What is here real data means? Members. Color is one real data. More and what else? These members in the class, these are all the real data. Object means real data. Okay, so a reference variable dot or it will go to the this one address and it will print on the console. That's the thing, execution of flow of this simple code. Now let me go to the byproduct of, like I would say, continuation topic of object. Okay, constructors. Constructor means in Java it's a special method. It is one method type. Okay, but it doesn't have return. Okay, let me explain this one. First let me explain this definition. In a Java, constructor is a special method that is used to initialize the object. It has the same name as the class. I mentioned in the red line. We have to create a constructor same name as the class name and does not have return type. Generally, method contains return type. Void, integer, string. These are all the return types. And not even void. Void also return type, right? Even void also we didn't declare. So syntax of the constructor. See here, class name, open braces, close braces, class name, initialization the code. It is called zeroth parameter. I mean zeroth constructor. Okay. Now we have different type of constructor. Okay, let me explain this one. We copy this one, paste this one, and what is our now topic is constructor. Constructor, suppose how to create the constructor? Suppose as demo. So class name, I mean constructor, constructor. This is called constructor. And how to create one constructor means class name. What is your class name? Demo. This is actually one method. That's why parameters method should body nothing but open braces, close braces. This is called body and no return type, but it is a method. That is the definition of this one. In a Java constructor, it is a special method, right? I wrote method only, but here, okay, nice. Now, let me go to the definition. Used to initialize the objects, okay? It has the same name as the class name. What is here class name? Demo. Method also same name. Now, what else? It does not have any return type, right? Generally, method must and should return type. What is the return type? Void is integer one. Where is constructor actually? Where is constructor in the code means this is the constructor. Loop demo. It is my class name. Class name is a here. So up to we know this is only creation of object. Up to now is this is we know creation of object. But we have the second point, that is nothing but constructor also defaultly available in the object. How? See here. That's why I put here one dash somewhere. Where I put dash? Somewhere I put dash in that. This I think. Okay, I think it's removed at the time of object creation. This one. Okay, let me write again. Object creation. So what is here object creation? This is the object creation, right? For class. Now copy this one. Let me write here. Let me write now. Loop demo is my class name. Hi is the reference variable equal to new. Now see. It is what? Class name. See here. Loop demo is class name. Hi is one reference variable equal to same as the equal to. New is keyword. As it is, new is one keyword. Now this is class name. This is also class name. Now I will remove this one. I will put, okay, class name reference variable is equal to new keyword constructor. Whenever you created the object for class, defaultly constructor also will execute. This is the hidden point actually. This is hidden point in the object creation. Whenever we are executing the object, then constructor automatically will call. That is the thing. Okay? This is not actually class name. This is called constructor. More detail, 0th parameter, 0th constructor. We know in the methods we have two types. One is parameterized method and parameterized method. What is meant by? First let me go to the 0th parameterized method. Okay, let me write here, right? Somewhere methods, loop method sample. See here, right? So this is actually This is actually parameterized method. If you remove this one, if you remove these arguments, then it is called zeroth parameterized method. This is called actually parameterized method. This is the method, right? Parameterized method. In this add method, I perform some additional operation. This is the parameters. In the parameters, okay, let me observe this one. If you observe this point, then you can observe constructor, parameterized constructor. Okay, see, let me okay, observe this one, execution flow of parameterized method, then you can understand the difference actually. Let me write, okay, it's expanding. Let me put in the different, okay, let me put in a green color. See here, we know this is the parameterized method. How? See here, let me go to the different color. Okay, public integer method. This is method, right? We know access modifier, return type is integer, add method. These two are the parameters of the method. So simple. See here, observe this one. In the main method, in this main method, okay, in this is the main method, public static void main, and after that I created object for the where I created object for the class, method sample, then this is the reference variable. In the reference variable, it will refer to the address of the object. Then reference variable dot method. See here, this is the key point. Let me put in the red line for your understanding. Object dot, see here, here I am giving the arguments in the method. Okay, let me remove this one. Just it is printing on the console. This is the statement. Okay, now see, this is the key point. Observe this one. This is the key point, very very important point. From this only difference will you can understand. Here I create the object in this line. In this line I create the object for the class. Now reference variable dot method, right? Method. Then it will go to the add method. 20 will store into the object A. It will store into the A, and 30 will go and it will store into the B. It will go into the B, and some operation will done. Operation done. It will result will store in the return result number. Then we are returning this one because of integer. Whenever you call this whole method, it is returning result, that is nothing but what is here 20 plus 50 is 50. 50 is returning, we are printing on the console. See here, this is the key point actually. Object dot method name, passing the arguments. Same, I will explain. I will come this paint again after creating this thing. Now let me create one. Let me create one class for the constructor. Let me write okay, demo. Main method is to copy this one. See here, observe name here, this one, copy this one. Now from now onwards I will call it is as a constructor, equal to one reference variable. Let me take ref and my class name. This is object creating for the class name. Now I will come this one again. First let me write one data int a. This is one thing, variable declaration, after that string name. See here, now I will write parameterized I am creating parameterized constructor. What is the syntax of the parameterized constructor? Class name, but no return type. Parameters, same as parameter 1, parameter 2, and so on. Right? So I will give here parameter as a primitive data type. Why? I have to initialize here data. Generally I will initialize here a equal to 45 like this. This is called hard code. But I will integer, let me take different variable x. Let me observe this one, very important thing. String n. Save this one. This is what? Parameterized constructor. Okay? Whenever I gave the parameters, it is showing the error. Why? Because of I have to give the arguments. If I remove this one, it error. Constructor call happen whenever I create the object for the class, the automatically it's a constructor, 0th constructor will call in the object creation itself. That's why this constructor called this whole block, called and it entered into a block. Whatever the data is there, hi, it's printed on the console. Let me update this one. Search float. Today date. See this one. Today date is 4/8/2025. Save this one. Parameterized constructor. Save this one. Now what it will print? Whenever controller will come to the main method, it will check the object creation. It will do the constructor call. This is the hidden point. It will call the constructor, it will go to the constructor, and it will print on the console this one. Let me see what it will come on the console. See here, today date is this one. Why? 0th parameter constructor calling. That too also, this is method without return type and same name as the class name. Constructor demo. Now see. Now let me go with the parameterized constructor. This is members of the class. I didn't declare any value to this. Value means we know a equal to 45 data. This is called hard code. In the real time it is not valid. Let me write x and string. Let me take a different variable n. Now copy this one. Now a. If you understand this one, you can understand the this keyword also, this keyword super keyword. Now see here, okay, this is the, it is showing error because of arguments. Add arguments to match the constructor demo. This is here in the method. In the method only we have to pass the arguments, same as the method. That's why I told this one first. Where is that? Method. See here. Generally, for the method, object dot method. This is method name. Add. Add. This is the add method. See here. I am not passing the arguments in the method. Generally, I am passing right now here. But in the method, parameterized method, I am passing arguments here below the line. Now I am passing arguments in the method. This is method line. This is, okay, sorry, this is the object line. This one, this is the object line. This is the method line. Observe this one. This is the difference. Now I will pass the arguments in the main method, right? In the main method, let me take 10 simple, and let me write search in the string. Here I am declaring the arguments. Arguments object. For parameterized constructor. That is the thing, right? In the object only constructor available. That's why I pass the arguments 10 and search. Okay, search. I want to differentiate. I want to show the difference of the constructor and this one. So what is this one? Special method. Let me write one method. Void, that too also public access modifier. And this also access there. This one also access modifier we can write, but no return type, but same name as the class type. Now in this method let me write a value is plus whatever the a value is there, I am storing in that one. Then what it will store 10. After that, name. And I gave the name here, argument, it will go into the n. I am assigning n to name, and here defaultly what it will store? Name equal to search. I declared the, I initialize the data, not a hard code, through the parameter. Search search argument I entered here, it will go to the n. In the n search available, I am assigning by using equal to symbol a name. In the name search will store. This is the thing. Now I want to print that one. That's why plus search will store in the name because of this whole process. Search will store in the n. I am assigning to a name. Right. So finally search will store in the name. Just copy this one and add this one. Save this one. Now this is the thing. Now I want to call the object or call the method with the reference variable. Reference variable dot, it will go to the this one address. In the address members available. What members? Suppose a, not a, what is this? What is my method name? Display. Display return type from the constructor demo. Constructor demo is my class name. and save this one. This is put in the, okay, just call this one. This is called method calling. Just a second. Okay, now whenever you created the object, then constructor will call defaultly, and that too also we are writing the parameterized constructor. Then here I took the members, but I didn't initialize the any values. I have to pass the argument from the constructor 10. 10 will store, it will go to the constructor actually. Constructor X. In the X what it will store? 10. 10 will store in the X. I am assigning with the equal to symbol and assigning to the A variable. Then A will store it into the integer. After that I am again printing that one. Where? In the method. Where is here my method? This one. In this method. Then what will happen? A will go and print on the console. A will go and print on the console this one. Okay. Here. Right? This is the execution flow of A variable. Now, what is the execution flow of this one? One more thing. So, whenever we call the constructor search, this is the argument of the constructor. It will go and it will enter into the n, right? And what the data will store in the n? Search. I am assigning n to name. Where I declared the name? Here. Now it became search. I am calling this one. Where? In this method here. Right? In this method I am calling with the object.reference variable. Then it will go and it will print on the console search. Right? This is the execution flow. And before that one is printed. How it is printed? Because of see here in the right, let me go this one. See here, it's printed first. This one 13th line printed on the this one, 4th, 8th, this one. Why? Because of execution started from the main method. After that initialize the variables here. After that we are calling this one secondly. That's why it's printed second. If you want to print this one in the second, just change this one to the any line, then it will print in the second line. Same thing. But I want to try to make a point here how the execution will going on in the parameterized constructor. That too also object creation. That too also reference variable. What is the reference variable? We will refer to the object of the address. In the object of the address, what it will store? Members. With the members only we are accessing the object, I mean data. That is the thing about object in the simple words. Okay. So types of the constructor. We know just now we saw this one. It will, constructor is the same name as the class name, but no return type. And one more type is parameterized constructor. We have to pass the parameters. That's about object. In the simple notes, we can discuss in more hours, but that is only recommended, needed. Okay, object, reference variable, constructor. Okay, today I will teach about important concept, inheritance. Okay, that's it about today class object. Okay guys, okay, in 1 minute I will take the attendance. Fourteenth, right? 14th. Okay. Okay, all set, right? Okay, nice. All right. Let me take the attendance. Okay, let me stop the recording.